Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by the #1 promoter here in Monte, Carlo. Is Eddie here? No,
He's not, you're all right.
IZZY ASIF.
Yeah.
IZZY, what's happening, brother? You good?
Yes, good to see you.
You too, my man?
Good to see you.
Talk to me then. How you been?
Good, yeah. To be honest, I'm a bit tired. This travelling week in, week out, it's been a lot, but what can you do? When you've got work to do, you've got work to do.
Listen, it's the life you chose.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can't start feeling sorry for myself. Last week we're good in Holland, Rotterdam. Now here in Monte Carlo, what a great setting with Shawn McComb, the public nuisance. Looking forward to it. A great card as well. What a great card.
We'll talk about Shawn McComb, we'll go there, but let's go back last week with KRAUS. You've got a tremendous young fighter on your hands there.
Yeah, unbelievable. What a talent. So, about a year ago, Peter Fury phoned me, he goes, Izzy, I've got this kid and he's going to be unbelievable. I go, Peter, I don't really respect you and I like Peter Fury, but come on, Peter. I hear this every single day as a promoter. He goes, I'm telling you, you've got the potential to be an absolute superstar in the game. You know, like, as a promoter, you get that a lot. Your phone pings away, you've got this fighter, unbelievable amateur, beat him in the amateurs, and you kind of think, yeah, I've seen all this before, but there's only very few that really think, you look at it, you think, wow. And we're fortunate we've got one, Krauss, unbelievable talent. Scary.
Right, I want to pick on something you said in the ring, and I almost thought it was Eddie Hearn in the ring, I've got to admit, because you were being hyperbolic. The best hyperbolic I've ever seen, IZZY ASIF. You were saying he is the best light heavyweight. He'll fight Ben Whittaker, the rest of them right now, and he'll beat them all. Now, you said to me something off camera, and you said you'll stick to it. Repeat what you said.
I just said I genuinely believe that. That we're in the sales pitch. I genuinely believe he beats any of the light heavyweights you mentioned, all of them. All them British top 10, he beats them. Not just beats them, I think he stops most of them. I think he punches unbelievably hard. He can take a shot, he can box. And he's one of them guys, the mindset's on a whole different planet. He absolutely destroys them, yeah. And on the night, I said he beats Ben Whittaker. To be fair with you, when I went home, I had a little think about it. I think not just to beat him, I think he stops him. I think he gets him out of there.
You said to me you'd retire if he doesn't beat Ben Whittaker.
If he didn't beat Ben Whittaker, there's no point me being in this sport, because I'm 110% convinced he'd beat Ben Whittaker and stop him. Now, I stop you there. Do we want that fight now?
Do you?
I don't think it makes sense for either of the guys. I believe these two are going to go in their own path, own trajectory, and these could be a superstar fight. This could be a massive fight. Because don't forget, Krauss is going to sell stadiums out in Holland. We don't need Ben right now. We're not searching that golden pot, because we're the golden pot. We're going to build Gratis. We've got a potential deal happening now in Dutch TV. He's on all the channels. He's going to be a star. Holland need a star to follow, and Krauss is going to be one of them. So we're not like the rest of light heavyweights chasing Ben Whittaker. But I sincerely believe he beats all of them. You know what I don't like about this business? You know what I'm starting to dislike about it? I like a lot of these kids you're going to mention now. Your Dan Aziz, your Louis Henry, they're all my mates. I support these guys.
They're going to DM you after this.
Being Ben Whittaker, I like Ben Whittaker. I think he's great what he's done for the sport. I'm a fan of his. But I've just got to be honest opinion.
But you're a promoter, that's what you do.
Of course, yeah, but also, I don't like being disrespectful to any of the fighters. I understand how hard this art is. I understand how much they risk, and I don't ever try to degrade their value, but I've just got a guy who'll beat you all, guys, and I'm sorry to say, I've got the best light heavyweight potential on the planet.
Have you said this to Eddie yet? I mean, Eddie's here. You've probably seen Eddie at the hotel. Have you said to Eddie, listen, I've got a guy in my books that's going to smoke Ben Whittaker?
Why do you think I won't say it to Eddie?
I'm not saying you wouldn't, I'm just saying have you?
I've always got to get out of jail card, really.
Show me the winners of your fist there.
This is not Ben Shalom and Eddie Hearn you're dealing with. Whole different level.
Listen, that's the thing. You have mixed it up though.
Yeah.
But that's what I said to you. Do you think, although there's back and forth with these promoters, we had it with Eddie and Frank, we've had it with Ben Shalom and Eddie and Oscar, Eddie and Leonard Ellaby, do you feel that because you've got that get out of jail free card that you've just shown me that left, is that left hook you've got or the right hand?
Left, right, whatever you want.
Left, right, good night. Yeah. That they won't come at you. They won't try.
I don't think necessarily, because look, it's business and it's boxing, and you protect your own brand. And if you say to Eddie in an interview like Izzy said, Ben Gratis to knock him out, he'll probably tell you I'm on one, and he's understandable. He's got to defend his brand. But would they come at? No, I don't know. If they do, you know what I've got in store here. I'm not going to say I'm using
You're a big man as well. What, you 6'3"?
Yeah, but size is not everything. You know, Eddie's a big man.
But can he fight?
He's a good promoter, so let him stick at that.
Izzy, this when you look at this sort of like boxing, right? We've got the great fighters now. We've got these fights that Virgil Ortiz and Butch hopefully coming up. We've got Bam Rodriguez doing wonderful things. Boxing's on fire right now. But when you got the promoters that are going back and forth, it adds drama to the sport, and the fans are engrossed in it all.
Yeah.
You see like Eddie on Talksport. Do you feel that? Do you like it? The promoters you do like it?
I like it. Listen, it's good back and forth. I'm glad to see Ben Shalom giving Eddie back, and Eddie said it himself. It's kind of good. It's back and forth and at each other, and it's good. Listen, it's never personal, really. You know, if you see my outside off screen, they probably have a chat and get on with business. But it's a sport you're in, and as a promoter, you've got to protect your brand. I keep saying it, and you've got to sometimes have back and forth. And I think it's good for a sport. I've not had it yet, but now I'm starting to give it.
You feeling it?
Yeah, look.
Because you're not going to stir the pot. When I do Eddie the day, I want to say, listen, Izzy's got to get out of jail free card.
Yeah, listen, I'm prepared for that. But look, you've got to understand. We've come from 4 years. We've done stuff in 4 years that, look, you know, they talk about where they come from, and Ben said he started from nothing, and Eddie said whatever he said. Imagine Ben started with nothing. Imagine starting at zero, below zero. Minuses, and then doing what we've done. So, like, we were proud of as a team where we've achieved. We're not in here to try to compete with anybody. We want to get on with them, but we've got to protect our brand and sell our brand as well. And I've got a great prospect in Krauss. And look, I say prospect because he's not proven it yet. I understand that now, but the kind of things I've seen as a promoter, as a fight fan, as a former fighter, and I'm not just talking skill set here, I'm talking psyche. Stuff he said to me before the fight, he goes, this Rostam Ibrahim actually defeated Ben Whittaker's opponent. It's the only defeat he's had. And he took him out there in 2 rounds, just, you know, explosive, destructive fashion, and he can take a shot as well. And I just believe he'll be an absolute animal. Like, we had obviously Huie Fury back in action as well. Look, Hughie's took a bit of stick online, but I seen something different in him. I really seen Huie at it, on the ball, hungry, wanting it. And we want to mix him with the big fights. You know, there's loads of fights that can happen. I can see one right next to me.
The people who don't see, that's Johnny Fisher to Izzy's right.
Listen, I think it'd be a great fight. Johnny Fisher, Huie Fury, Jamie TK. Hughie's at that level, and he's on it. Look, I've been first to put my hands up and say, Huie, you've got to be active. You've got to want it more. You've got to show it more. Andrew, this is the first time I've seen Huie wanting it, hungry. Yeah, the opponents, levels of opponents, we know what it is. Let's not kid it, but I want to see Huie wanting it. Hughie's mindset, Hughie's hunger, and I've seen that as a promoter. So I'm openly coming here to say he's ready to mix with them boys, the big fights. And let's see if he's, I want to see if Hughie's still at that level. Can he have Johnny Fisher? Can he have the Dave Allens, your Jamie TK? I believe he has them. I believe he's level above these guys. But I should be quiet about saying that. Johnny's got a big right hand, he's going to land one on me.
They're talking about you, Johnny.
No right hand,
sorry,
Johnny.
When I interview, I'll tell you what he said about you.
I love Johnny.
Okay,
I'm going to be careful. Over here.
Talking about your man, Johnny's a nice guy. Johnny's one of the best guys in boxing.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to talk to you about is your brand, and I've got to say, the heist.
Yeah.
That was fantastic that you done with that format and that tournament.
Anyway, when you do something like as a kind of initiative, you're not sure how the people are going to react. I'll tell you, it's going to be a great tournament. It's going to be this, and I'm watching it, and I was like on edge of my seat. And people who've known me for 4 years in this boxing industry, we've never seen you so engrossed, never saw you so into this. Like I was a fan. And it's only when afterwards I was seeing kids on the road saying, "Oh, Izzy, what a show you put on, heist." I'm thinking, I've been promoting for 4 years. You've never said that to me in 4 years. Everybody got captivated.
Yep, I did.
I had fighters ringing me saying, "Izzy, you made my wife stay up all night watching it. My girlfriends wanted to watch it." Fans who said we all normally only watch your Joshua and your Fury fights tuned into it. And if you go online, the feedback we have were humbling. Wow, we want to see more of this. Look, it's that quick concession of sport and action and entertainment people want to see. You see it in cricket with the T20, how popular that's come. People want to see that quick. Attention span's quite short for the new generation of people. We want everything quick. We want quick reels. We want quick actions. You know, we want quick formats.
Yeah, quick knockouts.
And quick knockouts. And the tournament brought it. I was overwhelmed with the response we got. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't expect that. And there's friends who were phoning me saying this is going to be the best tournament, your best event you put on in the night. But I was blown away. And there's only one thing can happen now. We go again.
Upwards, all upwards.
We go again, 2026. GBM heist goes.
What weight class?
I like the heavyweights.
I've got a lightweight. Have you got a lightweight?
I want the heavyweights.
For the heavyweights. Can you get, what is it, eight heavyweights?
I will get 8 heavyweights. We'll up the price. We'll up the price fund. You know, there were 30,000.
That means you're going to have to maybe work with other promoters.
Listen, that's dynamics of boxing's change. Would you imagine 5 years ago what's happened now with Frank and Eddie and Ben and the Saudi thing? The dynamics of boxing has changed. You've got to work with promoters. I've got Shawn McComb on a matchroom card. You know, you can't deny the opportunities for your fighter. Somebody was saying to me on the card, one of the matchroom staff, he goes, "Izzy, how comes you don't fall out with any other promoters or managers?" The truth is, if I fall out with Eddie or Ben, I'm denying opportunities for my fighters.
Yeah.
And how selfish does that mean? Because my ego, I'm not going to allow one of my fighters, Shawn McComb, Krauss, to work with Eddie, Frank or Ben. It's selfishness beyond belief. But people don't look at that. I understand as a fighter, you've got one opportunity, you've got one chance. It's a brutal sport where you're risking your life, risking your health every time you step in that ring. And do I want to be the person who deters them not from going that way, blocks them from going to work with a promoter? So I would try my utmost to keep a professional working relationship with these promoters. Yeah, I'll give them a bit of shit, and if they give me some, I'll give it back. I'll defend my brand and my fighters and everything, but I'll continue to keep being me. And look, 4 years in the game, nobody'd ever heard of us 4 years ago. And now I can strongly say we're as good as most outfits in the country. We delivered a good show. The social, digital numbers are up there, you know, matching a lot of the big boys. So, look, we've got to be proud and we've got to be happy with what's happened over the last 4 years. But I think next year could be the biggest year GBM do.
Listen, I think the way you're moving, Izzy, then you're doing wonderful things. So I can imagine it will be a big year for you in 2026 because I've been following you, been watching everything you've been doing from the day dot, and you're doing wonderful things. Now, we are here in Monaco because of Shawn McComb. I think the press conference is about to start. There's Eddie moving.
Yeah.
Quickly talking about Shawn McComb.
Yeah, listen, public news since we signed him 6 months ago, had that horrible, dreadful win or defeat, you want to call it, against Barboza's. We had him, he was a bit down and out. Anto said, can you do something with him? Got him in an 8-rounder in Hull, 6-rounder, sorry. Yep. Got him against Ben Crocker a few months ago in Sheffield. Now he is defending his IBF European title
lad
fight
as well.
Against Hugo Mikhailoff, local lad, who's actually called this fight out, which is quite bizarre because stylistically, why would you want to fight Shawn? I always said if he's on song at 140, he would be a nightmare with his style. Absolute nightmare. In and out of boxing IQ, the angles he picks, but he's got to be switched on with his style. Switched on. You've seen what can happen in boxing. If you're not, you've got to be there for 10 rounds, 12 rounds, every second on the ball. And he's got the style to cause havoc for any of these like a super lightweights. You know, you'd name him.
Yeah, there's a good division.
It's a very good division. And Dalton Smith, Adam Azim. And now, look, I'm not going to say he's going to comfortably beat these, but if he got it right, he'd be an absolute nightmare for them for 10, 12 rounds. So let's get the win on Saturday, up against a home favourite, local boy. I just hope the judges are lenient and fair and, you know, transparent with everything. And then I think you're going to see a boxing masterclass Saturday.
Well, Izzy, I think the press conference is about to start. Like when we see Eddie Hearn and everyone get mic'd up.
Press conference starts when we stop. Don't forget.
Yeah, listen. Well, no, let's keep talking.
We'll keep going. We'll tell them when they can start.
I was going to say,
I'm going to get kicked out of here before.
Have you got a word for everybody in 2026? People might not know who Izzy is. People might not know who GBM is. You've been around for 4 years. You've done wonderful things for the heist. Absolutely great format. You've done wonderful things for Huie Fury and your fighters, Krauss and all them guys. You got a word for everybody going into 2026?
2026, the journey started 4 years ago. I started off in a small office, humble office in Sheffield. It was an idea. GBM was an idea. I actually started as a management company.
What does GBM stand for?
Global Boxing Management. Right. I only started as a management company, and then they all told me you'd never be a promoter, you'd never be able to promote, it's not for you. And that just deterred me, motivated me, give me some fuel, really fuel me up and give me that fire in my belly. And we now, I believe, one of the strongest outfits in the country. We've got a great deal with DAZN. We've done a world title fight this year. We've done a stadium fight this year. But when we are really, talk about where everybody starts from, where as working class as you can come, we are the most normal kids you can imagine. Went to normal schools, normal families, struggled financially, and we are up there mixing with the big boys. And it's a real success story for everybody. And we're just enjoying this, and listen, a big year to come.
Listen, absolutely amazing, Izzy, for what you've done. Fabulous.
I appreciate all the support.
I'll be there from till the day you retire, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Thank you, brother. Well done, Izzy. Thank you, brother. Cheers.